right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Now, this is very interesting. Now, Teyana Taylor dropped her album. What's this? Her second project, if I'm not mistaken. And let's keep in perspective who Teyana Taylor is, right? She's a growing artist with immense talent who, through dance, we've been able to see a lot of her talent over the years. I know a lot of her core fans have been able to get to know her through her music as well. But for the most part, the general audience knows her through her dance, which has been phenomenal. Her in that Fade video has been phenomenal. Some of her dancing in other things have been great as well. She's did a couple of tribute shows, right, at award shows. She's become like one of the go-to people to go do a tribute for one of the great acts in the past. We've seen her and her husband, Iman Shumpert, who was a big-time basketball player, not because he's a star or anything, but he played on the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James. He has a ring, right? Everyone knows anyone who plays with LeBron James. She has a television show, this beautiful daughter. Women love her body, and people just think she's a dope person who ain't taking no shit. Now, Teyana Taylor, in all regards, needed this moment. This was her moment. With Kanye West doing this 7-song layout for all of his good music artists who want to put out music right now, this was Teyana Taylor's moment. In my opinion, I think she had the most to gain. He released Pusha T, he released his own project, and I'm talking about Ye here. Then he released his project with Kid Cudi, and then he went on to release the Nas project, and last but not least, it was time for Teyana Taylor to have her moment. Now, when Teyana dropped her project about a week ago, I was like, okay, this is cool. I would love to hear from some Teyana Taylor fans if they're satisfied, but it just felt like something was missing. It felt incomplete. And I think that was the growing notion as I watched her interview with Big Boy, as Teyana Taylor said, yeah, this is cool and all, but I didn't know my own project was dropping. Somebody literally woke me up on Saturday morning, one of my friends, and told me that my album had dropped. Because remember, Kanye West, all these good music artists are giving their projects to Kanye West. He's producing the projects in totality, and he's finishing these bad boys and just throwing them up on Apple Music, Spotify, and Tidal, whatever, whenever he gets fit, whenever he's ready to do that, right? So Teyana Taylor was woken up by one of her friends on Saturday morning and was told that her album had dropped. That's not good. You should not find out through your friend that your album dropped. She hadn't even heard her final version of her album yet. That's not good. So in an interview with Big Boy, Teyana Taylor expressed her concern. She was like, yo, it's cool, but salute to Ye, but I'm going to go re-put this album out. She wanted to do that last Friday. That was the same day that Drake dropped Scorpion. So her plan was to put out a new project. And just for those who need clarity, if you need to go back, go watch the Kanye West and Breakfast Club interview from a few years ago when Charlamagne was like, bro, you need to put more attention to Teyana Taylor, right? And from that point on, we seen Ye put her in the Fade video, like I said, and give her some looks, and she's been doing more fashion shows. Again, Teyana's on good music to have her music promoted to get to that next spot, and I just don't feel like good music is doing that. I don't think Ye's doing that. I think he's putting too much on his plate. And the artists are suffering. Unless you're an artist among the likes of Big Sean and 2 Chainz, pretty much the talent over there ain't doing great. That's just my opinion. I know the designer had a moment, but he ain't hot now. And I'm looking at Teyana Taylor, who's very upset about her project. She hopped on social media to discuss her situation after she said she was going to release her project again. Somebody hit her and was like, the Joe Budden podcast told me there was going to be a new Teyana Taylor release coming today. She said, nah, Saturday will make a week. So I'm thinking Saturday, right? Saturday night, no later than Sunday morning. So we get to Saturday, Sunday, pass by, no new Teyana Taylor project. And I'm watching Teyana Taylor retweet and quote tweet people who are frustrated. You could tell she trying to be more professional about her situation and not go in on Kanye herself. And somebody finally hit her and said, where's my updated album? It's Monday. And Teyana said, I guess we ain't getting one. So that answers your question. She's retweeting everybody who's saying new updated album. Now, I don't know what exactly is going on. Why? Because you can go into a Apple Music or Spotify. You can go into all these platforms and update your album. A lot of artists don't know that, but Ye has done it. It's Ye's gonna do it again with his album that he has out right now, his solo joint. And he did it with The Life of Pablo. Like, even though it was released, because he considers it art, you can go inside your project and update it. Artists do it all the time, but they do it in regards to when they get a hit record off a joint that they don't call an album, it's just like a project. They'll take the hit record off the project, now promote it as a single, and then they're ready for album mode. But artists can go in, even if they're not trying to just take a single off, they can go in and add songs at their leisure to a project, or take away songs from a project if they want to. I don't know what is going on with Teyana Taylor's situation. She did hop back on social media, say there's a lot of clearance issues. Shit takes time. At this point, I will leave album the way it is and just debut the extended records through my visuals. And then she promised one of her fans that her tour will be lit. Teyana Taylor is frustrated with Kanye West, ladies and gentlemen. She's trying to be nice and not let that Bronx come out of her, but I think we're close. I think she's gonna go in sooner rather than later, because like I said, this was her moment to star. Like, she needed, as a growing act, all these other people are established that's dropping. Kid Cudi's established with his fan base. Nas, one of the greatest lyricists of all time. Pusha T, he's respected, and you can tell he doesn't really care about what other people think of him. He's been doing this for quite some time. Ye, obviously one of the greatest of all time as an artist. Teyana Taylor is the growing artist who had the opportunity to be in the class with these big boys and make herself known. This is her time to shine, and I think Ye dropped the ball. I thought the rollout was ridiculous. All this going to this freaking Wyoming or whatever the hell these listening parties been at outside. I mean, to a degree, you like what he's getting the culture together, but I just don't think it's the right move to do, because it's not affecting the masses. The masses are not at these listening parties in Wyoming or California. I think he's missing the mark. I think Ye's having a good time doing this art shit, but the artists are not. I don't think Nas is happy about what happened to his project. And honestly, the Pusha T shit would have flopped too, but he dissed Drake. That's the only thing. He got into a beef with Drake. That spiked his numbers. His shit'll be low too. Thank y'all for the time, love, and support. If you're Teyana Taylor, what's your next step? Do you ask off good music? Do you try to get off that contract with good music because of shit like this and feeling like Ye ain't focusing on the music the right way? I'm not saying he's not focused on music at all, because he's obviously taking time out to produce these projects. I'm sure he ain't sleeping a lot, but it feels like it's for Ye and not the artist. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty.